Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are coming from the seventh group of Seminar Linguistic Teaching, and today we're going to presentation about what our paper is about. And the first one is my paper is about understanding chatbot operation and how it benefits English language learning as foreign language. Okay. In the background of study here, the capacity to communicate in foreign language, particularly English, has become an absolute need in a modern environment. So AI technologies have been deployed in a variety of applications, including chatbots, which allow people to speak with machines, computers, and robots. It may be used to practice language learning anywhere and anytime, and is seen as a valuable option if a native speaker is unavailable or prohibitively expensive. The usage of chatbots is in several industries, including marketing, supporting system, education, healthcare, cultural heritage, and entertainment, has advanced quickly. In this article, the researchers first gave a definition summary of a chatbot operations. Next, it discussed about the historical of chatbots and classify a few of the suggested chatbots for English language learners. Okay, in this research, the researcher used indirect interviews and obtain data through observation, which are currently available online, and reviews from various studies relevant to the subject under the discussion. And the current study intends to investigate how chatbots operations and how it benefits English language learning as foreign language. The purpose of this research is to solve the following research question on how AI chatbots benefit English language learning as foreign language. Finally, this study is discuss how AI chatbots can help with language learning and how they can be used in the eval setting in the future. And for the statement of the problem here, we have three. The first one is, what is chatbot used for? And the second one is how the initial chatbot was found and utilized. And the last one is, which chatbots are appropriate for learning English as foreign language? And next we're going to the literature review. Here, the literature I took from the previous related research. So numerous studies have been conducted by researchers connected to the use of AI chatbots for enhancing English communication abilities, and some of them are included below. First one is from it's believed that artificial intelligence also allows a person to converse with machine, computers, or robots. Chatbots are an application that I'm sorry. Okay. So you will talk to human. Foreign language learners generally have few opportunities to use the target language they are learning. So chatbot have a role in overcoming this problem. Chatbot can be a tool to practice the language 2006. And also I have the second related research. It is talk about the artificial intelligence technologies have already been implemented in various kinds of applications or free to use or download through internet or install into smartphone to have conversation with. So here are my framework of thinking. First, I'm gonna discuss about the definition of AI chatbots. Second one is I want to suggest chatbots that might use for learning English. The third one is benefit of using the AI chatbots, and the last one I'm gonna talk about the historical of chatbots. And the methodology here I use, first one is observation. It is obtain data through observation based on field development. And the second one is literature review. It is analyzing research results created by researchers in the participants. So here the conclusion from my paper. So the existence of chatbot serving as proof the use of chatbot is not new because business frequently need to respond to client quickly. So perhaps some individual understand that chatbots are essential for the business sector. Chatbot, one of the newest development that can enhance learning, are now widely used in the field of educations, as well as in a vital industry like banking and the business world. As IEN mentioned, learning advance, it may become impossible for someone to distinguish between a chatbot and a live agent. So the idea is for chatbot to act as virtual advisor and adjust to the learning style of each individual learner. So the current plan, on the other hand, calls for chatbot to act as vertical instruction who converse with each student. Although chatbots can simulate human communications and amuse users, this is not their main purpose. So this procedure may be scaled up using chatbot, establishing a platform where students can converse with experts on any subject, post inquiries, and draw conclusions that will deepen their grasp of the variety of subject. So I believe that this research offers important details regarding the fundamentals of chatbots. User can developers can be better chatbots and be able to utilize and build them for the purpose for which they were intended. Okay, thanks. Maybe here enough for my presentation of my papers today. And for the next presentation, I will give it to Ratna Suci Cahyaningrom.
Thank you for the moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ratna Suci Cahyaningrom. My student number is 22232000023. In this seminar on English language teaching with lecturer Professor Dr. Syafrizal MPD, I'm going to present my study, my research about the influence of using online dictionaries in improving pronunciation mastery of EFL students. English pronunciation is part of the language aspect, which is quite difficult for Indonesian EFL students to learn. This is due to differences in pronunciation style, accent, and sound system between Indonesian and English. However, having a phonetic alphabet in the dictionary can help students learn how to pronounce each word. Nowadays, there are two forms of dictionaries that can be used: a printed dictionary and an online dictionary. According to a study by Aprianti, Tamrin, and Suhardi, in 2022, students are more interested in online dictionaries. Therefore, the objective of the study is to find out how the influence of using online dictionaries in improving EFL students' pronunciation mastery. And the statement of the problem of my research is, first, why do students prefer to use online dictionaries over printed dictionaries? And then what are EFL students' perspectives on using online dictionaries to improve their pronunciation mastery? And the last is how students can improve their pronunciation mastery using online dictionaries. Language components including structure or grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, comprehension, and fluency complement 5 components. Learning pronunciation for EFL students perhaps one of the most irritating things they do. Because of English complicated phonological structure, pronunciation seems to be a challenge for most non-native speakers. A dictionary is a resource that can be used in the teaching and learning process by both teachers and students. By utilizing digital media and the internet to their fullest potential, students may master language learning in this digital era. The usual examples of specialized pronunciation dictionaries are the Cambridge English Pronunciation Dictionary and the Longman Pronunciation Dictionary. Previous research has tested the influence of using an online dictionary. When students were taught utilizing online dictionary as teaching tools, their pronunciation test score considerably improved. However, not all students know this another advantage of an online dictionary. A study, a study by Das Testani EFL students rarely or never pay attention to how words uh, are pronounced and rarely check the phonetics. Methodology. A qualitative methodology were employed in this research. Descriptive analysis was used to analyze the data. The data were collected through questionnaires in the form of Google Form. Subjects of the research were 20 students in the English Education Study Program and at Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University who used an online dictionary. The students were given a questionnaire about their influence of online dictionaries in improving their pronunciation mastery. The data is the result of the questionnaire conducted through the Google Form. The questionnaire consists of 3 close-ended questions and 2 open-ended questions. For the close-ended questions, the first is, do you often use English dictionary? And the result is 19% of the answer is yes, and the 10% of the answer is no. So almost all of the students often use English dictionary. And then the next question is, what form of dictionary do you use most often? The result is 0% of the answer is printed dictionary and 100% of the answer is online dictionary. So all of the students most often use an online dictionary rather than a printed dictionary. And the last is, do you prefer to use an online dictionary rather than a printed dictionary? The result is 100% of the answer is yes, and 0% of the answer is no. So all of the student prefers to use an online dictionary rather than a printed dictionary. And then for the open-ended questions, the first question is, why do you prefer to use online dictionary over printed dictionary? Many students answer that online dictionaries were more practical. With an online dictionary, they don't need to carry a dictionary everywhere. Searching for words in the online dictionary is even easier because there is a search feature where students only need to enter the word they want to search for, and quickly the search results will appear. And then, do you think online dictionary can improve your pronunciation mastery? Why? The result is 12 students answered that they didn't know, and the remaining students answered that online dictionaries can improve their pronunciation mastery. There are several reasons they mention. Some answer that with an online dictionary, every time they found a new vocabulary that they didn't know what it meant, they could easily look it up in the online dictionary. It can be considered that the online dictionary can motivate them with the easy vocabulary search process. They also answer that they could hear the pronunciation of words directly. They feel that it is easier for them to learn the pronunciation. And then the conclusion of this research. As an international language, English must be learned by all students in Indonesia, but differences in pronunciation are often a problem for English foreign language students. Usually, students can see in the dictionary how the pronunciation of a vocabulary is. However, in this digital era, Dictionaries are not only printed dictionaries, but also online dictionaries. In the online dictionary, students can hear directly how a word is pronounced. In addition, its use is also practical, usually equipped with a vocabulary search feature that makes it easier for users. And based on the research result above, some students who filled out the questionnaire above realized that advantages of this online dictionary which can improve their pronunciation mastery. Meanwhile, most of them are not aware of the effect of using online dictionaries which can improve their pronunciation mastery. Therefore, online dictionaries should be used more often by students to improve their pronunciation mastery. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'll give the time next to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, Ratna, for your presentation. It's really good. Okay, for the next performance is the presentation from Revi, Oktaviani, Mariska. Okay, the time is yours.
Okay, my name is Revi Oktaviani Mariska, and this is my presentation. Effectiveness of teacher professional development, training on teacher performance in middle school. For the first background of the study, a teacher is a professional position for that teacher must process the capability to fulfill the responsibility professionally. One of the manifestation of a professional teacher is must have a strategy to design an effective teaching and learning atmosphere. A teacher can be considered professional provided that can effectively execute his obligation by always being based on a work ethic, independent, free from other parties. The ideal approach is to prioritize swiftness, accuracy, effectiveness, efficiency, innovation, and to, to the principle of delivering exceptional service by taking into account the element of knowledge or systematic theory. And the next statement of the problem. The first, how effectiveness training development teacher profession against teacher performance. The second, how influence training teacher professional development on teacher performance. The next, literature review. From an ontological standpoint, training is seen as a means to enhance the quality of human research and is viewed as a crucial process undertaken by organizations to achieve their objectives. Training serves as a bridge that enables individuals to close the gap between their current situation and the desired future state. The underlying premise is that training is an educative effectively aimed at transforming current behaviors into more desirable ones as envisioned by the organization. In this sense, training is considered a short-term learning or activity that uses systematic and organized procedures people other than manager learn knowledge and skill to achieve certain goal. In another sense, training is considered as an attempt to systematically develop the attitude, knowledge, skill, and behavior that someone needs to perform a task or job properly. Framework of thinking. Research question. How does teacher professional development training impact teacher performance in middle school? What specific aspect of teacher professional development training are most effective in improving teacher performance? Variables, A. Independent variable. Teacher professional development training, the type, duration, and content of the training provided to teacher. B. Independent variable. Teacher performance, the overall effectiveness of teacher is in their instructional practice, student and engagement, classroom management, assessment, and professional growth. And the next is methodology. The research methodology used in this study is descriptive quantitative. Research instrument collecting data from questionnaire. Questionnaire this contain 5 categories that is strongly agree with 5, agree with 4, neutral with 3, disagree with 2, and disagree with 1. Population used, namely the student at 6A English Department of Untirta. Meanwhile, simple in study this, namely 27 6A English Department of Untirta. And conclusion and result. It can be concluded from the research that the training and development of the teaching profession has an agreement value of 46, while the teacher performance has an agreement value of 48. It can be assessed that the training and development of the teaching profession has a positive and effective influence on teacher performance. Therefore, it is important to promote self-reliance among teachers, the result, so that they can realize quality education and improve their performance. Continuous effort to develop the teaching profession should be a priority as it directly affects the quality of education, including both the process and outcomes. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Revi. Your paper is really good. It teach us how to be a good teacher. Okay, thank you.